Hello, this is Rohit Bansal, and this is in continuation with the MCQs and related discussions that we post on our Telegram channel. So, question number 1 for today is consider the following statements about Hobbes' concept of state of nature. Now, the concept of state of nature is generally given to make people understand how life would have been without a government, how life would have been without a state. So, state of nature is something imagined, something constructed to make you aware about the lawlessness of that kind of society. Now, here, I think answer B would go with the given question, and it includes your three statements, statement number 1, 3, and 4. Why am I removing statement number 2, which is human life in a state of nature is peaceful and cooperative, which is not. And that is the reason why you go for creating a state. That is why you go for creating a contract where you give all your rights to a sovereign authority in the form of state. So question number 1 answer is B. And human life is absolutely not peaceful in the state of nature. That is why you have to go and create one authority. Coming to question number 2. According to Hobbes, the primary objective of forming social contract is statement A, establish a democratic government that projects individual rights and freedoms. No. See, I already told you that Hobbes is a thinker of stability and order. He is not concerned about what form of government would come eventually. His main concern is state is able to provide law and order. And in continuation with that particular concept, answer would be B, to secure peace and self-preservation by collectively agreeing to create a powerful authority. So much so that Hobbes end up creating an absolute state. But here absolute state does not mean totalitarian state. Here absolute means what? That there is one clear centralized authority which will ensure peace, your security to life, law and order. So even today, for the most modern states, the primary objective is to provide law and order. If a state is not able to do that, that is simply called a failed state. You can look at Afghanistan, you can look at Pakistan. Now question number 3. How does Hobbes justify absolute authority of a sovereign? Option A, by arguing that sovereign is divinely appointed and infallible. No. Hobbes is not somebody who would go on to support a divine thing. Social contract tradition basically says state is artificial. There is nothing which is being divinely ordained. That means state, from here onwards, the instrumental theory of state will come into picture, which will say state is a creation of human beings. So I find option number D most correct, which say by stating that absolute authority is necessary to maintain peace and prevent civil war. Again, the main concern here is stability, law and order. Moving on to question number 4, where Hobbes, the question is Hobbes' view on human nature are often described as, this is the most simple question because Hobbes' view with regard to human nature is pessimistic. See here, there is a continuity between Machiavelli and Hobbes. Even Machiavelli saw human nature as fickle-minded, coward, ungrateful, selfish. Hobbes is continuing that tradition when he will say, man is at the end of the day selfish person and man can only understand his or her own self-interest. That is why he will never go on to give something very universal theory of ethics. He will again promote the idea of ethical relativism. That means what? My interest differs from your interest. Where I get pleasure and pain is very different from where you get your pleasure and pain. So this is all for today's 4 question. If you want to take benefit of such discussion, please join our Telegram channel and the link is in the description. Thank you. Have a good day.